Jason, today's episode of the Lee Summit Town Hall podcast is brought to the good people by Budget Blinds of Lee Summit.
Budget Blinds!
I bet that felt good.
It's been a bit.
You know, we took a 2-week hiatus, little vacation to recharge ourselves. Man, that had to feel good.
It does.
But
you know what?
Budget Blinds again. I should say it again.
Budget Blinds!
Yes!
There we go. Hey, look, that's double the ad money we get this week, as I said twice.
Did you know?
What do I know? Maybe I've forgotten.
Budget Blinds is your home for signature series shades.
All hail, robot shade overlords.
I got to ask you a question.
What's your question?
Which of those two taglines felt better?
You know, I'm going to say this. I'm feeling a little down about the universe. So I'm going to say that the Budget Blinds felt better.
There we go. Hey, you know what else what happened this week? We got to say happy birthday to our favorite of the robot shade overlords.
That's true.
Debbie Stoddard. Happy birthday, Debbie, our favorite person at Budget Blinds of Lee Summit. They are awesome people.
They are wonderful. Debbie is clearly she's the boss of our robot shade overlord. She's like the boss. She's the overlord of the robot shade overlords. And she's out there, and she and the team at Budget Blinds is there to bring you the signature series shades. I always want to throw the SH on the series, but where you can control your shades from your phone, from your couch. You can automate them
from your Alexa.
From your Alexa to go up and down, to open and close, to do all the things you need to do, to control your temperature, to keep your privacy where you want it to be, to do all the things you need to be. And where, Nick Parker, can they get those shades?
Let me see if I can still do this. You should go visit our friends at Budget Blinds of Lee Summit, right in the heart of our community, downtown Lee Summit. Tell them Jason Nick sent you.
Hello again, and welcome to Lee Summit Town Hall, the weekly podcast about what you can do to make a difference. I am Jason Norbury, and as always, I am joined by a man who is the only member of his household not on summer vacation. It's Nick Parker, the publisher of Link to Lee Summit.
My life is a vacation.
Yeah, I know. You got an easy work from home job, but your work environment changes now that your son is out of classes and your lovely and spectacular Mrs. Lee Summit Town Hall is at home on her summertime break from her teaching job from day to day. So it's now a busier work environment for Nick Parker.
It is. You know, it's awesome to have the whole family here, but it's hard to be productive.
It is great, but not necessarily. Like so many things in our work life, it's an excellent thing, but it's not great for productivity.
Exactly. But I'll take it.
Link to Lee Summit is, as always, the source for all the news you need about our very fine city. And our unofficial sponsor today is, because I haven't said it in at least a month or so, it's tacos. Because tacos are better than burgers. Because tacos are great. And tacos, everybody loves tacos, and they fix your problems. Have some tacos.
So if you have a problem, dial 1-800-TACO.
Mm-hmm. Tacos.
I don't know if that works.
It's what's for dinner.
I hinted at this earlier when we were talking about our overlords. We took a little 2-week break. I usually don't like to do that, Jason, for us to take that much time off. But I think after everything of the last 14 months, and then it's just things have kind of slowed down a little bit as things speed up.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird. It's like we're allowed to do more things, but so many of the things that we would have scheduled far in advance to do got canceled. So like we can do more stuff, but there's some stuff we can't do. And so we don't have as much going on, like active events and things going on in the community as we might traditionally have this time of year. There's no downtown days. There's all those sorts of things that are going on now. That's not to say that there's nothing happening, and we're going to try to give a relatively quick overview of some of the stuff that we're seeing, but here's what I'm going to ask. I'm asking you, the people. You need to tell us what's going on. You need to tell us, even more importantly than that, who's doing good stuff in the community so that we can talk to them, so that we have content for your ear bones to swallow in and enjoy.
I am anxious, Jason, to get back to some of our interviews with those people doing good out in the community. I'm ready. I'm feeling the itch.
Yes.
I want to get back to that. So we're gonna
and
start
honestly,
some of
hey,
back.
at this point, we might actually be able to interview some people in person. And
Actually,
nature.
one of the reasons we're going to keep this a little short this week is I was trying to get some people in studio this week, and it just didn't quite work out. Like everybody's little kind of running around right now. It didn't quite work out. So I think next week, Jason, I think we're going to have a friend in studio with us.
It's going to be exciting. I'm excited to get back in the studio, and B, get not only just bring other people, see people again. I miss, like, it's now I'm reaching that point now where like I really miss seeing people and doing some of like the quote normal things that we used to do. But here's the secret. I also find it extremely exhausting. So I get done with something like that, I just want to go home and lay down.
Well, either way, we're gonna start having our fun interviews again and go out and meet some people and talk to people in town and see what they're doing that's good. Tell their stories. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Jason, you said it. Like sometimes it feels like maybe there's not a lot happening because the big things maybe that we thought was going to happen didn't happen. But here's we're gonna go through some cool stuff. First, Summit Theater Group, they have a full slate for this season planned. So they are working right now on preparation for their first show of the season, Mamma Mia. That is coming up in July, going to take the stage.
Yep, very excited about that. That's Mamma Mia is a fun musical, actually. Well, especially if you dig ABBA. It's a really fun musical at that point because you get to have all the cool ABBA songs that come along. But
I feel like ABBA's one of those things. Like even if you say you don't like ABBA, you kind of like ABBA because you're going to sing along.
Yeah, you know it. You're going to sing along. Dancing Queen will make you participate. It's like part of the natural law. It's there. So downtown has Nick. Do you know anything about this? They have expanded and revamped and added and supplemented their sculpture walk. So there's all kinds of sculptures downtown. You can get yourself an interactive map of what those sculptures and all those public art pieces are at downtownls.org, or better yet, at any time of the day or night, walk to 13 Southwest 3rd, knock on the door, and Donnie Rogers promises that he will be there to take you on a personal walk through
personal tours. That is a really cool thing, and I'm lucky enough that I get to play with the two groups that collaborate to put this together, the Lee Summit Arts Council and Downtown Lee Summit Main Street. We were able to expand it this year. So last year was the first year of the sculpture walk. We've now changed out all of those sculptures, and we even added more. So you can go see one of my favorites right now, Patches. It's a horse over at 5th and Main, over by the new parking lot there down by Stewie's. So go see that. We've expanded. There's more sculptures. There's lots of really cool stuff. And if, like me, last year your favorite sculpture was the Raptor, it's still around. Through a wonderful grant opportunity and some help from the CID, we were able to purchase and make that a permanent piece of public art for the community. And it now has a new home in front of City Hall on the City Hall Plaza, and it looks so cool where it's at because it's kind of in the shrubberies. It looks very Jurassic Park. I love it.
Am I allowed to make so now the City Council is not the only place with a dinosaur on it at City Hall? Am I allowed to make that joke?
I think you just did.
But I didn't mention any names, and I'm not gonna. But you know who you are. So, all right, I've done that.
Wow.
Now we're gonna get the snippy emails from City Hall. So
wow.
Welcome. You are welcome, Nick Parker.
Look, that was Jason Norbury. Everybody know that shot was taken by
you can email me at nick@linktothesummit.com.
Hey, you know what else is coming up on June 18th? Lee Summit Parks Department is going to launch their season for their Rock the Amp, their series of concerts out at the amphitheater at Legacy Park. Kicking off, Elton Dan and the Rocket Band on Friday, June 18th.
Which is, once again, it's more music that you are, I believe, as you hear it, you are required to sing and dance
by law, actually.
Elton has that capacity for you. So
you will sing along.
By order of the Queen. I believe that's actually one of those things that we have to do. So.
Hey, if you are into tribute bands, that's the whole season for Rock the Amp. All 4 concerts are tribute based. It's going to be a lot of fun. So I think each of those concerts, just be prepared. You're going to sing along.
Yeah, but you know what? If you
will participate,
you should participate. Absolutely.
Hey, there really isn't any. I always hope that we can give a little update or some forward momentum on the downtown development space, the Market Plaza project. There's really nothing there. I wish I could, but there's nothing really to report there. You know what is going to happen at City Hall, Jason?
What is going to happen at City Hall?
Hey, later this month, City Council will vote to approve its budget for next year.
It's such an exciting time. Oh boy, budget approval time. I would be actually more excited if I hadn't just like literally left a meeting where I was approving a budget to talk about this budget now. So I'm a little budgeted out, but we will, I'm sure, talk a little bit about what the budgets looks like and if there's any big shifts from last year to this year. But look, longtime listeners know the drill. Like, we spend a lot of money on people because people make the government run, and that's how it works. And we're going to see how that gets done again. But yeah, that's coming up, and on that will be the revamped, adjusted PSA funding contract levels that we talked a little bit about. I don't think we've actually talked a lot about on the show, but we will cover that as well as that comes up for first and second reading in front of the council.
And just a note of transparency, I haven't brought it up a lot, Jason. I do serve on 2 of the boards of the 4 organizations that had PSA agreements, so I'm kind of letting you talk about it.
Chicken.
I try to be appropriate.
That's fair. Like appropriate, like non-conflict of interest-y sorts of things. So
I follow those ethical guidelines. Someday.
Here's the thing: if you don't talk about it, I get to say whatever I want. So it works great.
I need to get one of those dump buttons, right?
Yeah.
Like
mute that guy.
Hey, we love to talk about public participation opportunities, right? I mean, the whole reason we started the show was for people to help people find those ways to be involved.
What you can do to make a difference. It's literally in the thing I say every week.
It's literally in the thing we say every week. That got to happen this week. So we're recording this on Tuesday evening. Monday and Tuesday of this week, the community was invited out to the Missouri Innovation Campus to participate in the Lee Summit R7 school district's conversation about drawing new boundaries for the middle schools, because as everybody knows, a 4th middle school is under construction.
And there is nothing that the members of our community love discussing and caring about more than school boundaries. That is a thing that will always fire a bunch of people up. And I'm sure that the discussion there was lively. And I'm glad that R7, again, as I've gone, I think, if you kick this back, because this is part of the bond issue that was approved a year ago, and all of this, you roll that all the way back. They had these discussions, all these public forums that went along that whole process. And now here we are. You're having more, and they've done, I think, a pretty good job as a whole of having those. So we look forward to seeing what comes out of it and how some of that pieces, and we'll follow that story as it happens.
I got one last piece of news. There is another event from Velocity Lee Summit. Again, this is a group, just to be transparent, that I am involved with. They have a really cool open house coming up at the Missouri Innovation Campus on June 17th from 11 to 1. It's an open house for their augmented reality, virtual reality program that they have. And like if you're into this kind of stuff, you got to go check out this place and see all of the neat tricks and toys that they've got there.
I keep waiting for one of my friends to buy a cool VR set for their house so I can come over and see it. And none of you people have done that yet. And I just like all my friends to know that you have disappointed me.
Well, you're not going to be disappointed. Go to MIC.
Go to this thing, and you could do that. I know, but mostly I just wanted an excuse to come over and steal people's food and booze and play their games. That's really what I wanted. But
go check this out.
It's about me.
It's really cool.
It is.
Jason, we're all working harder. I think the world is speeding up. We're all trying to keep up. But news-wise, events-wise, there's not a ton, but I think we did a good job. Let's catch people up.
I'm going to pat myself on the back, make sure we did all that. That was an excellent piece of work for us today, Nick. So good job. We'll be back next week, hopefully with an interview or 2 lined up. Maybe
we're going to have a friend.
News.
We're going to have a friend in the studio next week.
It's a very exciting time. All right.
That will wrap us up for this week. We'll talk to everybody next time.